I'm Lynn, and welcome to Conversation With. This season, we've been investigating the recent food crisis, so we've come to Indonesia, one of the largest rice producers in the world, and where almost every second adult gets his living from the land, to talk to the people at the heart of the food chain, the farmer. In Indonesia, farming is still an integral part of life and the economy. It's one of the world's largest producers of rice. It actually grows more than Thailand, but most of that production is eaten here at home. But how has the Indonesian farmer fared in all of this? In the past, the poorest people in Indonesia have also been those living in rural areas doing farming. So we've come to see Aliansi Petani Indonesia, one of the peasant associations here that represents more than 150,000 small farmers and fishermen, to talk to Luthfiyah Hanim, a researcher who's been working with non-governmental organizations for more than 10 years and who's studied and talked to hundreds of farmers. Ibu Hanim, thank you very much for taking us out to one of your villages where you have your members, where they live and work.
And welcome to our nice village with all the dragonfly and the nice green paddy field.
Now, all these green paddy fields, rice prices are going up. They've gone up 75% over the last few months. Are your farmers getting more in income?
No, not really, because if you see the nice paddy field here, it's not their own. They rent from the landowner. So they have to share their production to the landowner, and they can only sell to the first middleman in the village. It's around only 2,500 or 2,500 or 700. So
rupiah.
It's rupiah.
Yes.
So,
and how much is that in American dollars? That would be what, about?
It's around 30 cents.
About 30 cents. 30 cents. So that's all they're getting.
Maximum.
30 cents a kilo of rice.
Yeah, it's a 30 cents. No, not a kilo of rice. But 30 cent rupiah, yes, for a kilos of paddy.
Of paddy. So this is, we're talking also, it's unhusked.
Unhusked. And then if you see the price rise in the market, it's around 4,500. This is for the lowest grade. So the highest grade is around 6,000 or maybe 7,000 and maybe more in the supermarket. So there is a huge gap between the price of paddy in the farm gate and the consumer level. So because there are many long distribution chains between the producer, the farmer, and the consumer. And also, also they don't own their own land, so they rent it. So they have to spend their own money to as a production cost. Also, the price of the input like fertilizer and pesticide also hike at the same time. So even though the price rise in the international market, as you said, 75%, but they don't get any.
So they're not seeing 75% rise in their income?
No, there is no. There is an asymmetrical link between the farm price and the consumer price. So there is a weird relation between the price in the farm gate and the price in the consumer level. The price hike in the consumer level, there is not transmitted to the producer. The price hike in the producer level, it will transmit it very fastly to the consumer.
But why is that then? So in other words, when the prices in the supermarket go up very high, but the farmer is not seeing that benefit.
Because there is a long distribution chain. Farmer need more, sometimes have most of them landless, and they need liquidity, so they will harvest soon as possible and they will sell it soon as possible.
So they can't hoard the rice and sell it when the price is higher?
No, if they are landless, you don't have any, independency if you want to hold the rice or sell the rice, because market want you to sell the rice soon possible.
What do you think, though, is the main problem? Are you suggesting then that it's all these middlemen that the rice has to go through before it reaches the consumers? Are they the ones making the profit if it's not ordinary farmers?
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know how much the profit from, because there are many middlemen, at least 4 middlemen, before the rice goes to the central rice market in Jakarta, in the Cipinang market. So also there is a few trader, a huge trader, and it's a control only by 5 maximum big trader in Java Island itself. So they can hold the rice because they have their own barn.
So you think that there are many people who may be to blame for this problem?
Yeah.